What's up, everybody? Joe Ringen here, coming to you today with actually something a little different. Review of a TV series I just finished, and that is the Pendragon Cycle, The Rise of Merlin, on Daily Wire Plus, adapted from the books of Stephen R. Lawhead, which are titled the same, The Pendragon Cycle. So I just finished reading the three main books in that series, which is what prompted me to, actually, seeing reviews on YouTube of this show prompted me to read the books, and then I finished the books, so then I allowed myself to watch the show. I like to do that. I like to read books and then watch the adaptations. I think it's a pretty fun hobby. I don't know. It makes me weird. Tough. Okay, before we get into the review, I want to let you know. Besides reading books and watching cool shows and golfing on the weekends, I'm a writer. I wrote a book. It's called The Ballad of Ages. It's on Amazon. If you like sort of epic fantasy stuff, check it out. You might like it. Also, if you like book reviews or TV reviews or things that are not corrupted by the majority of opinions, I'll just put it that way, and some like unknown books and things you might not heard of, subscribe to my channel, because not only is that my goal on this channel to find books that are good that are not necessarily known super well, but I'll also mention awesome YouTubers that have shown me those books. So you'll find a lot of other cool stuff. So subscribe, like, stay tuned, and also watch this show, Pendragon Cycle: Rise of Merlin. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the type of people that will like it. I think everybody, but I'll get a little more into the weeds, so to speak. All right, so if you haven't watched my reviews of the first three books, I'll briefly touch on it, so then you know a little bit what to expect. So this series is about Arthur. Well, kind of. It's like a prequel to King Arthur. Think of it that way. It starts out with the peoples from Atlantis who come over to the Island of the Mighty, Britain, and they become part of the tale of Arthur. So Merlin, of course, is the central character in this TV show, and also one of the central characters in the books. So he's an awesome character, so much cooler than like any Disney adaptation or whatever. Like when you think of Merlin, at least when I thought of Merlin, it was like, some really, really old dude with a huge white beard, just like turns people into like bunnies or something. No, this is so much cooler. And this is also rooted in history too, this series. So if you like history, of course, obviously not like real history, but parts of history that are real. And it's done in such a way where you could maybe believe that it could be real. I want to believe it's real. I know mostly it's not, but some things in the series certainly are. But okay, so if that whet your appetite, sweet. If you like the Arthur mythology, jump in. This is a great part of that, a great take on that. For sure, if you're going to do one or the other, read the books. I think the books are phenomenal. And watch my videos on that if you want to know a little more about the books. But also, man, watch the show. It's so good. Okay, so thoughts and stuff, and who will like it, what I didn't like about it, and stuff like that. So first of all, this show, it's not super popular, and that's weird. So I think, I'm not going to jump on conspiracies, but you see the conspiracies out there on YouTube and stuff that sort of like the algorithms of Google or whatever are sort of downplaying or suppressing the show from catching fire because, one, it was produced or is on Daily Wire Plus, which is a service of like news. It's like news stuff, very conservative news, like Ben Shapiro and things. And people, so I guess I could see, if you want to go down that conspiracy, a way to sort of downplay that political idea is to just not let the algorithm show this, or let this show show up on Google reviews, or whatever, Google searches. You know what I'm saying. So that's one thing, and there's probably a little truth to that, sadly. The other thing is this show is very religious. It's very pro Christianity, but it's like a really cool Christianity. So like, it's not like The Chosen. I mean, and The Chosen's cool. I like that show. It's not The Chosen. It's a little more like House of David, but it's not like biblical. It's historical Christianity, but it's a little more. It makes Christianity a little more fantastical. I mean, which this we could have another conversation, but it really is. Like, Christianity is spiritual, and there are spiritual elements to it. Nowadays, we just think it's you go to some building every Sunday and sing songs or whatever. But this is more like Christianity, a part of everyday life, praying to God before battle, and then seeing the result of that. So it's very Old Testament, but also very New Testament. So I think because it's not, I guess I wouldn't even say it's pro-Christianity. It's just not anti-Christianity. So maybe because of that, it's not being heralded out there on the internet, which is sad because it's a really good show. So yeah, super cool. I will say this: the thing I didn't like about this show is there's a couple things. One is it started off very slow. Well, not necessarily slow. It just started off kind of weak. I'll just put it that way. Like, the first 3 episodes, if you didn't read the books and you just started watching the series, the first 3 episodes I could see maybe would make some people stop watching because you don't know what's coming. And it's not necessarily confusing. It's just like, the show is kind of weird. Like, it's just, if you don't know what's coming next, it's kind of dumb. Like, so unfortunately, I could see some people jumping off the ship after the first couple episodes. I hope that doesn't happen, man. Episode, like, once you get to episode 4 or like 4.5, wow, it's like a totally different show. And that's what I don't like about it. Is that it's so not consistent. And partly, I know it has to be that way because they had to fit it all into 7 episodes. They fit like 2 3/4 books into 7 episodes. I wish they could have done book 1, 7 episodes, and book 2, 7 episodes, but they had to cram it. And so I get it. So I give a little grace for that, of course. It's a coherent story still. It totally makes sense. It's just like, it's totally rushed. And a lot of what was so good about book 1 is not in the show. There's a lot of like throne politics from Atlantis that's not even included at all, and it's a little rushed, so that bummed me out a bit. And you just don't know, again, you don't know what to expect with this series from the first couple, because it's just kind of like, huh? Like, these people from Atlantis, and they go to Britain, and they're fighting bulls, and there's these weird like pagan gods, and there's like a lot of kings, and you're like, what the heck is happening? Like, so I could totally get that. So that's the biggest thing I didn't like about the show, is just the inconsistency. But man, once you get to book or episode 4, especially episode 5 is like, wow. But once you get to 4, you're like, okay, I know what's happening. This is sweet. It's like, it's like Vikings mixed with The Witcher, mixed with Game of Thrones. Like, it's all the stuff you want if you're a fantasy fan, and it's done very, very well. So the weird thing about this show is, like, it's so good. Like, that's a dumb thing to say. It's like so good. The quality is good. I don't know anything about cinematography, but the cinematography is amazing. The scenery, the background, the visuals, the effects, the acting is so good. Like, I was gonna expect this was gonna be kind of cheesy, like, it's kind of a low budget thing. Like, it's going to be kind of like, I thought it would be like a lot like The Chosen. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying The Chosen's bad. It's a great series, and it has good quality and great acting, but it's like, you can tell it's not like on the level of the big shows. Like, Game of Thrones or whatever. It's just not there because of the budget. That makes sense. That's fine. It's still a great show. That's what I thought Rise of Merlin was going to be. No, this show is on par with Game of Thrones as far as acting, as far as visuals, scenery, all that stuff. Effects, it's on par with Rings of Power. It's like, this show's better than Rings of Power, by the way. I'm not going to commit to say it's better than Game of Thrones or House of Dragon, but it's absolutely better than Rings of Power. 1,000,000%. And I like Rings of Power. I'm one of the few that like Rings of Power, but it's better than that. It's better than Wheel of Time. And Wheel of Time had a huge budget, and they like crapped all over that show somehow, and they messed it up somehow. Horrible. Great budget on Wheel of Time, and they messed it up. This show probably had like a fifth of that budget, and they blew it out of the park. So good. Man, this show's great. I so hope to make next season. I know they're saying like, oh, they might not have the money. If I somehow win the lottery and then become a billionaire, I'm calling Daily Wire Plus and saying, here, make the next freaking season. Especially when where they left off on the last episode. I know what happens because I read the books, but I need the show. So good. All right. Where was I? So yeah, make it consistent. That would have been great. If they could have split this season into 2 seasons, that would have been perfection. But they did great with what they had. So the writers were very smart too, because like they changed the chronology and they did a lot of flashbacks, which worked so good for the show. It would have been horrible for the books. The books were written sort of like in sections and it jumped years, very sequential, chronological. The show is not. So it kind of jumps back and forth with flashbacks, and that works so good. So very smart writers in the show. They pulled it off amazing. I was a little worried at first because I'm like, oh, they skipped a lot of stuff. That's super important. But then, the next episode, they do flashbacks to that stuff. So it all is there, except for in the first book. But it's great. It's great. And the acting is so good. I already said that. And, okay, so a couple other things. The main character, Merlin, he's such a cool character. Great actor, by the way. He did awesome. But this depiction of Merlin is so cool. He is like The Witcher. He reminded me a lot of The Witcher. But like a religious, or if like The Witcher was a Christian, which sounds weird, right? That's what Merlin is. He's just so like OG, like, but he deals with all these like moral issues and ethical issues, and there's a lot of tragedy that happens to him. So he's not the bumbling little wizard old dude with the huge white beard. No, that's not Merlin of this show. He's so cool. And all the other actors again are great. I don't know where they find these people. And like so Karis, that character, was like kind of like a Galadriel character, the Lady of the Lake. She was a better Galadriel than Galadriel in Rings of Power, and she wasn't even like. And again, I'm not trying to downplay other shows. It's just like this show captures everything you want of a good fantasy show without any of the external, like, if there are political things that come into making shows, this is not it. It holds true to the book. It's so true to the books, and that's what's so good about it. So if season 2 comes out, but it gets tainted by outside stuff, and everything changes, please don't make season 2. But if you can hold true to the books, make season 2. I'll go win the lottery and I'll give you all the money. Or better yet, let's get 1 billion subscribers on this channel, and then I'll give all the money to Daily Plus to make this season 2. But yeah, awesome show. And okay, here's the sneaky thing. Before I end this, the number one thing I loved about this show, besides all the other things I talked about, the thing that took this show over the top, that made it just so freaking good. You ready? The soundtrack. Holy crap. The music in this show is phenomenal. Incredible. It's like it could be Hollywood. It could win all these awards or whatever. I was like whistling all these songs. my wife got so annoyed because like every night I would whistle these songs after the shows. And they're just so good. They stick in your head. Oh man. And it's whoever composed this stuff, hats off to you, man or woman. You are awesome. And you know, all of the good things that happen, the leitmotifs, each character has their little theme, especially Morgan. Like that theme song is so the little motif of her is like so good. It's so creepy, but it fits the character so well, and you just know like, oh, whoever did the music in this is a genius. It needs a lot of awards. Great soundtrack. So this show is like lightning in a bottle. It is a gift to all people that like fantasy. And man, I hope this gets more popular. It's been out for a while now, and it's still not catching steam, unfortunately. Part of it might be because it's on Daily Wire Plus, and like I didn't want to spend like $20 for an app that all I literally did on that app was watch a show because it's like a news app. I try to stay away from the news. Like I like reading fantasy books and stuff. But you know, you subscribe for a month to watch a show. It's totally worth it. Maybe they'll put it out on Amazon or whatever, and I don't know. But it's so good. And again, please make season 2. We need season 2. The way this show ended, for people that haven't read the books, it's a great cliffhanger, and like, oh, it gets better. Like, oh man, the stuff that'll come in season 2 will be so good. Oh man, so good. All right, so that's it. Pendragon Cycle, Rise of Merlin, Daily Wire Plus. Watch the show, buy the soundtrack. I'm gonna buy the soundtrack if you can on vinyl because I love listening to vinyls, and read the books. This is awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to come back with some other books, getting back into sci-fi, so a little shift from fantasy for a little bit, but stay tuned, and we'll get some more videos out to you. See ya.